A few things to get out of the box today, and I thought I'd start with this. This is the Naughshark x Gamma K NS68, which is a Hall effect keyboard for less than $50. In fact, $42.99. Not sure exactly which one I've got. In fact, from their website, £31. I mean, that's inexpensive. I'm a big fan of mechanical keyboards, and nothing has taken the place yet of my Cherry MX2A board here. But I did absolutely love the Hall effect keyboard from Keychron, and I have been using this quite a bit for other various uses away from my desk. This is a Hall effect keyboard for somewhere near a quarter of the price of that one. Yeah, the Keychron Q1 is $239.99. So if they can deliver a good experience of a Hall effect keyboard at that kind of price, well, I can recommend it to you. Let's get it out of the box and try it out. Certainly a whole lot lighter than the previous one, so it isn't the case that Hall effect keyboards have to be as heavy as that Keychron is. And they did send me the shark skin effect keycaps there, which I think we can all agree look quite cool. And the legend on them is side mounted, which I think is quite a nice look actually. And if you're looking at the keyboard in a normal way from this kind of angle, you can see those pretty clearly anyway. And of course, you should learn to type looking straight forward, which I wish I'd done earlier in life, as you'll see in a little while. What else do we get? We get this thing, which is quite cool looking if you are the type of person that wants to carry your keyboard to various locations. I think that's pretty swaz, really. You get a key cap puller and the little 2.4 gigahertz dongle and a USB-C to A cable as well. That's pretty cool. This will certainly appeal to my 5-year-old boy. You never know, maybe this will be his keyboard for his computer one day. What other options do we get? Yeah, there is Bluetooth as well. I mean, for everything really, haven't they? It's quite cool. And there are feet with some quite serious rubber texture there as well. Find a flat space on my desk. That's not the keyboard's fault, by the way, that's my desk's fault. No, I was wrong. The markings on the side of these keys does make it more difficult to actually spot what's what. Lots of different light modes. I quite like the type of mode that responds to your touch. It's a bit much though. That looks quite good, okay. I'll go with that for now. They also sent me, thank you very much to them, this interesting little product, which is a palm rest, or a wrist rest, but also has a little cleaning kit in it as well, which I just thought was quite a nice little idea, really. That's nice. Well, that's cool, look. And this is, you know, these are the types of things that you're kind of often just searching for on your desk. Cleaning cloth, a whole range of different things just for cleaning different bits of tech. I actually don't know which switches they sent me, which is why this is worth opening up. Some pink ones, I've never seen these before. Obviously these are magnetic switches. There's an 8K polling rate, so that's 8,000 times a second, is it, that it's going to be asking if it's being pressed? It has these interesting kind of like different modes depending on the different actions that you can do as well. And there's a whole independent driver that you can customize the settings on it. So I've got the tri-mode keyboard here. So it's got a 1K polling rate in wireless, and wired is 8K. So you want to connect it by wire if you want the highest polling rate. Doesn't give me much information about the actual switches, but it does say you can use other brands' switches instead if you want to swap them out. Cool, well, let's type. It's quite a nice little thing. I might end up using it to store different things, but we'll see. Very first impressions there. It's not the premium feeling of the Keychron, but let's find out. Terrible, first go. Let's find a place where it's actually sturdy. There we are. Let's have another go, shall we? More like it. I could be happy on this keyboard for just pure typing. Now, there's a couple of things conspicuously missing. Firstly, of course, the whole 10 key setup. I really like that in my workflow because I do really like having that. For video editing, I just like typing in the pixel locations and things like that, scales on a number pad. I find if you're used to having a number pad, then you miss it when it's not there. But a lot of people just want a typing experience, and actually as the keyboard that can fit under here and link up to whatever e-ink tablet I'm currently testing or using on this stand, I think this might well be a goer. I really like that. I must say the keys felt a little bit soft if you compare them directly to this Keychron here. There's more resistance here, so I wonder if Naughshark can look at maybe giving us some more options in terms of giving it a bit higher actuation force. Other switches in this Hall effect switch system that they've gone for. But yeah, I mean, if you want to get into a Hall effect keyboard and you don't want to spend £200, then this guy is, yeah, it's a deal. An absolute deal. Cool. Well, thanks once again to Naughshark for sending this out for review. And Gamma K. How much is the little Gamma K wrist rest then? They've got a few, but this one I think with the cleaning system inside is, yeah, $16.99. So also very usable. Of course, there'll be links in the description below, and this one is the Keychron video if you want to check that one out.